Hello, welcome to another session with Crochet Gift Studio, and today we're going to be doing a granny square blanket, and we're using the Yarn Inspiration Karen Cake, and this is a medium weight yarn, and it is recommending a 5mm hook, but I'm going to be using a 6mm hook. And we're going to be using this beautiful color. We're going to be using it to make our square, which is a bumbleberry color. So you have the different layers of colors. This is acrylic, and it's 383 yards to begin. So by the time I'm done for the size I'm looking for, I'll probably be using seven skeins of this yarn. So let's get started. I went ahead and I pulled out the heart, and so because I pulled out the heart, I'm still raveling to get to the initial there you go, the initial thread that I'm going to need to get started on this project. So I'm kind of excited to see the final outcome. So let's get started. So we're going to create our slip knot. Okay, so we're going to using our index finger, we're going to cross over. All right, and then we're going to take the outer yarn, we're going to slide up, take our hook, and then here's our slip knot. Okay, so we're gonna start with 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to come back. We're gonna put it in this loop and just yarn over. We're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna come back into the loop, yarn over, 2 on the loop. So we're doing double crochets. Yarn over, into the loop, yarn over. Okay, so now we've done 3. So we're gonna chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good, and then we're gonna go back into our circle. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over. That's 2. And that's 3. We made 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Back in the loop. 1, 2. 3. All right. So here it is. Okay, just to give you a little look see here. 1, 2, 3. So we're just gonna need 1 more. So we're gonna chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put double crochets in our hook through our loop, and it's gonna be the last double crochet we're gonna be doing here. And then we're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna close with this first double crochet we made here, and we're gonna go ahead and slip stitch, and then we have a square. Okay, and here's our square. So we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna turn our work. Okay, so we're gonna, where we did our 3, we're going to go ahead and begin our stitch through here. we have one. This here counts as one. And so that's 2. We're gonna do 3 double crochets. All right. Then we're going to go over to the next hole. Okay, we're gonna put in 3 double crochets. Because we're working a corner, okay, after we put in our 3 double crochets, we're gonna chain 3. Excuse me, we're gonna chain 2. We're gonna put 2 chains, and then we're gonna come back in the same hole again and create 3 double crochets. We're gonna to the next corner. We're gonna do the same thing. 3 double crochets. And then we're gonna chain 2, 3 double crochets. All right, we're gonna go to our next. We're gonna put in 3 double crochets. Chain 2. And go back in, 3 double crochets. All right. That got away from me. So when things like this happen, when you know you're moving a little bit faster and you find yourself, just slow down a little bit and just regain where you are coming from. And so here we are. So we're going to go in this hole. We're going to put another 3 double crochets. Okay. And then you're going to chain 1. And then we're going to close. We're going to do a slip stitch on that first double crochet that we did when we started this row. And here you have it. All right. So you might want to pull in your yarn at this time. Tighten it up. Okay. And then if you want to, you could also stitch your yarn in so that you can cut it, but I'm going to leave this for right now, and I'm going to continue to crochet. So we're going to chain 3. Turn your work. And so we're going to split this again. Remember, so 3 on the one side, 3 on the, so we're going down the middle. And in that same place where you created your 3 double crochet, okay, remember this counts as one. And I'm going to do one more. That's going to make 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, so now we have a space here, so we're going to put 3 double crochets in this space. Okay, I just want to let you see what this looks like. All right, so you have your starting point. You see how this is the starting point, and then now you're gonna have extra holes to work in. So this is our second hole from the starting point, and now we're going to a corner section of our work. So we're gonna put in 3 double crochets. Three double crochets. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to come back in that same space. We're going to put another 3 double crochets. All right. The next space, again, see in this space, we're just going to put 3 double crochets. In the next space, we're at a corner space. Again, we're going to put in 3 double crochets. we're going to chain 2 in the same space. You're going to put another 3 double crochets. All right, and you notice how our work is coming together. Okay, so notice how our squares are coming together. So let's continue. All right, in the middle space, 3 double crochets. Corner space, 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets back in the same space. Again, how you hold your work, how you hold your hook is what's comfortable for you, okay? Middle space, 3 double crochet. All right, so now we're going back to the first corner that we started with. And so in that space, we're gonna put 3 double crochet. And so you notice like it doesn't look like there's not enough space. Just move your work, okay? See, there's enough room for all the crocheting that you need to put in there. We're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna take that first chain and we're gonna slip stitch in that corner. And then here we go. Here we are. Okay. This is what our work is starting to look like. And so this is gonna be the pattern. All right. Gonna do 3 double crochet, turn your work. So this is our 4th row, and this is what we're gonna continue to do. And we're gonna see an increase as our pattern increases. And now you're gonna have more rows to work in, okay? You're just gonna put 3 double crochets, and then another set of 3 double crochets. And the only time you're gonna double is in the corners. So as you're going around, you're creating more spaces for you to crochet in, and you're making the blanket bigger. So here we go. We're at a corner space now, and then we're gonna chain 2, and then we are doing another set of 3 double crochets. All right. So here we are, we just finished the corner, and then we're gonna go directly into the next space, yarn over. Next space, yarn over, and yarn over, we double crochet. Okay, now we're at a corner. We're at another corner. We're gonna 3 double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. Come back into the same space for another 3 double crochet. Oh. Okay. All right, so the next hole, we're on 3 double crochet. Excuse me, it's a space, not a hole. 3 double crochet. Next space, 3 double crochet. And this is a lot of this is just going to be your basic repetitive as you build on this blanket. So We're in the middle space again. We're doing our first 3 double crochets and chain 2, back into the same space, 3 double crochet. Next space, another 3 double crochet. You notice I'm using my index finger to manage the yarn so it doesn't, so I can pull the yarn and manage how much yarn that I have access to. Okay. My work is getting a little bit bigger, and so my hand is going to be trying to hold the work as best as it can. But so here we are. We're coming back to the beginning of where we started from. Is right here. We're going to put another 3 double crochet and we're going to close. And also you notice that the yarn is starting to change. Okay. We started out with this lavender. Now we're in this bluish portion of our yarn. So here we go. Another 3 double crochet at this corner. It's just going to need 1 3 double crochet. 1 set. So that's 2. And then we're going to chain 1. We're going to take the first chain that we did in the beginning, and we are going to slip stitch. And you just want to make sure when you're slip stitching, you want to make sure you get 2, these 2, okay? You don't want 1 because then your work is loose. You want to get both of these chains, and then you want to be able to slip stitch through them. 1 2 3 chains from there. All right, so this is what we're looking like so far. Okay, with the transition of the yarn so far, and you got your square, your center, and so I keep this, so as I go I'm pulling it in so I can continue to close my work. And I could have done that in the beginning, but I like to do it this way. So whatever's comfortable for you when you're doing this, what works best for you. That's what makes crocheting fun. You figure out what works for you, and then you do it. Okay? So we're going to turn our work, and then we're going to come in between this set of 3 double crochet and this set of 3 double crochets, and we're going to go in the middle, and we're going to put in 3 double crochet. So remember, your first chain counts as 1, so this is your 3rd. Okay, then we're going to, in the last one we only had 2 spaces to work in. In this row, which is our 5th row, we're going to have 1 2 3 spaces before we get to the corner space to work in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into that first space. 3 double crochet, and you know, don't hold the yarn too tight, so like you can work it smoothly and your work is not too tight. Because if you hold your yarn too tight, then you know you'll have a different look to it. But I kind of hold my yarn loosely. And plus using a bigger needle, using a 6 millimeter from the 5 makes my work a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's continue. We're now in the corner space. Our first set of 3 double crochets. We're going to count 2, chain 2, and we're going to go back into the same space. And another set of 3 double crochets. All right, so again, this is our first corner of sets of double crochets. Before we get to our next set, 1 2 3, we have 3 spaces of 3 double crochets to go through. So yarn over, and we just go directly into that space, and then just double crochet in it. Next space, just directly in it. Okay. And the next space. All right, we're coming to our next space. We're going to do our first set of 3 double crochets. Yarn 2, 2 chains, and then we'll come back in that space again. So sometimes, you know, however, when you're using your needle, and then when you find you slipping, it's okay. That's normal. It's expected to slip. Okay. Then we finished our 3 double crochets in that corner. That's it. And then we got 3 more spaces to go to the next corner. Next space. And then next corner, we're gonna 3 double crochet in here. Oh, I didn't do a yarn over. It looked like I was getting ready to do a single crochet in there, but we want double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to go back down in that same space. We're going to do 3 double crochets in that space. And now we're on the side where we're going. See, I made a mistake. I couldn't hold my yarn and my hook together to complete that, so it's okay to go ahead and pull that out of there so you can fix it and make sure you get it in there the right way. And these things are going to happen, and that's okay. Yep, see, did that again. So I'm just going to go ahead and start from the beginning on this one, okay? So that's gives me my 3 double crochet. So it's everything depending on how you grip and how you're holding your work. Just relax. Things are going to happen, and when they do, just flow with it, and you'll be able to fix whatever's going on. Okay. We're in the next space. We're in the 3rd space. And here we are. We're back to the beginning where we started from, and we need to put a 3 double crochet in this space. Okay, we got our 3 double crochets in there. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch first, yarn over. All right, and then we're going 3 chains. All right, before we continue on, you notice how your work is coming along. So of course we're gonna wind up having a bigger yarn. This is our center, and it kind of throws it off because of the colors, the way we went back around. It looks like there's more of this blue on this side, and then our eyes are like, oh my goodness. But no, that's fine. That's gonna work out because it's gonna be enough blue to come over here to make it look double. Okay, so it's gonna come out really pretty when it's all said and done. So we're gonna turn our work, look for the center of this space here, moving this 3 aside, this 3 double crochets aside, and we got it right here. And remember, your 3 chains count as 1, and this is 2, another double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 on your hook, and then yarn over. That makes 3. Okay, so So this time, because we're in the, now this is how you would count to see how many rows you're in. You would go from the center here, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've done 4 rows so far. We're on our 5th row, and our 5th row, you notice now you have more spaces to crochet in. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time you have 4 spaces. As you go, as you increase, you're gonna have more spaces to crochet in. So we got 4 spaces to get through here. Now we're at the corner. 3 double crochets. And then chain 2. Back in the same space. 3 double crochet. Okay. Next space. Wasn't holding on too tight on that one. All right. Yarn over. We have come to another corner. So we know we're going to submit 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets back in that same space. And we moved out of that space. We're back on the sides. Need some more yarn here. Okay. And now we're in this corner space. Two double crochets, down, another double crochet, and our 3rd double crochet. And then we're on a side space because we're on a home stitch. This is what we're looking like. So you notice the colors are catching up with each other, which is awesome. All right. This is a great little project to do while maybe you're watching TV, you know, you're relaxing on the couch. So this is a great little project that you can get done, depending how big size of a blanket you would like. And then we're at the last corner so that we can close up our work. Oops. Chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch. Remember, make sure you take 2 of the chain and come in. That's how you slip stitch. 2, and then you create 3. That's what we're looking like so far. Okay. So go ahead and continue. I'll do one more row with you, and then when we're finished, we'll go ahead and meet back up. Don't forget, after you do your 3 double crochets, you have to turn your work and then break in the middle here of the corner. You look for that space and you put your crochet hook in the space in order to create those 3 double crochets. Remember, the first chain here counts as 1, and then you put the 2 double crochets, so you'll have 3, because by the time you come back around, you'll only need to do 3 more and you'll be able to close it. And this time around, and this is our 6th row, okay? Excuse me, this is which row we're on, how we determine that. We're gonna count from the middle. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're on our 7th row. In our 7th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 spaces before we get to the corner. So as you see how you are increasing your blanket. Your granny squares are increasing as you go up in the rows. All right. And here we are. We're in a corner row here. Remember, we're going to start doing 3 double crochets. And then we're going to do chain 2. And then come back through the space, 3 double crochets. I'm at 2. This is 3. All right. And I've completed that. Now I'm outside the corners now. go. We're another corner. 2 double crochets. And then we have finished that corner. Some filters of fibers here. Okay. And you know, like if your work start curling up a little bit, that's okay. You know, because when you finish, you could stretch them out. But that's expected, okay? So let's continue. Because we are not at that end yet to get to close this area. So we're just gonna work our way to the next corner. We're going into our corner here shortly. I can rotate this. All right, there we go. We're in our corner. 3 double crochet. Chain 2. And back in the hole, back in the space. And you notice the work is a little bit bigger. And so we have to move accordingly, right? And we have to twist it, make it comfortable for our hands to handle it. So what I find that if I use my middle finger and my thumb to move my work, and while my index finger is managing my thread, sometimes it's a little bit easier for me to manage the work as it gets bigger. Even when I'm beginning, I also use that same hold. Oh, you notice? You notice I only did 2 double crochets here. So just take your hook out, undo your next, undo the one that you're working on, and get back in there to put that 3 double crochet. Does it hurt anything if you have 2 double crochet? Not necessarily, because you're probably going to be the only one who knows when your project is done. But it's nice to be consistent and stay with the 3 double crochet. Because once you get this, you're going to breeze through it, and sometimes you're just going to go so fast that you think you put 3 when you really put 2. Okay, so you got to be mindful of that. All right, we've come to the last space where we only need 3 double crochet before we close this section. Okay, 1 more double crochet. And then don't forget to chain 1 before you do that closure, okay? So when you do the chain 1, you find your chain and you do your slip stitch, and there you are. This is your pattern. This is what it's looking like, okay? All right, if you continue your work however big you want your project to be. So leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions. Let me know, and I'll answer you, get back with you. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you like what you're doing with gift Crochet Gift Studio, please subscribe, give us a like, and we would appreciate you. We would appreciate and thank you. We appreciate that you take the time to watch our videos. You have a great day.